Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJA Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing, and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. Today is Monday, April 20th, 2026. That's 6 years, a month, and a little bit longer of coming together every single day to learn Torah, to come together and wish each other well. Rita and Safta Stieber, Michelle and Kate, good to see you. Amy, Boker Tov, good to see everyone. I hope that you and yours are safe and well. Robin, good to see you too. Let's say hi to a few more friends before we sing a bracha and learn some Torah. Lisa, Boker Tov, sending love. All right. George and Linda, good to see you too. All right, everybody, it's good to see you. Thanks for wishing each other well for Boker Tovs from all over the world. It's good to see you. We find ourselves in a very powerful moment in the Jewish calendar between Yom HaShoah v'Hagvura last week, a day of Holocaust and heroism that we mark with deep sadness and with fierce commitment to be bearers of testimony. All the way this past Shabbat, where we experienced a deep and complicated Torah portion, double Torah portion, Tazria Metzora, which is about distance and closeness and quarantine and purity, all sorts of notions of communal cohesion and distance taking and then re-entry. And then we come to today. It's Parshat Acharei Mot Kedoshim, two Torah portions again. We'll deal with them throughout the course of this week, but especially this moment where in Israel it is Erev Yom HaZikaron. Since they are hours ahead, it is just on the cusp of Memorial Day in Israel. And Memorial Day in Israel should be a lesson in how to remember all around the world. Memorial Day in America, most places, is a place for discounts, not a place for true memory. But in Israel and around the Jewish world, starting tonight, we mark the memory of those who fell in defense and for the founding of the State of Israel and those who have been victims of terror. And this is a commitment that we make because all around the Jewish world, we must recognize that were it not for those who have given the ultimate sacrifice, died, in Hebrew we say, Al Kedushat Hashem, for the sanctification of God's name. That's the way we say, protecting the Jewish lives all over the world. Were it not for those brave souls, we would not be here. And so memory is an act of gratitude too, ultimate gratitude for those who fight to this day for the safety of Am Yisrael all over the world. And so it is fitting, perhaps, that during these Shivat Yemei Tekuma, these 7 days between Yom HaShoah v'Hagvura into tonight's Yom HaZikaron, and then tomorrow night's Yom HaAtzmaut, celebrating the birth of the third Jewish Commonwealth, the State of Israel, here we are caught in a Torah portion that seems somehow to predict this flow of time and meaning. Because after all, Parshiot Acharei Mot Kedoshim, the Torah portions that we read this Shabbat, are named Acharei Mot, after the death of, and then Kedoshim, the holy ones. It might be that the names of these Torah portions are the entire message we need to internalize right now, which is to recognize that we have suffered losses of holy ones, our children, so that we can be here to do our work in the world. We, in a similar vein, though of course not the same, marked just yesterday the gathering in New York City of our wide community, many Israelis who now live in New York City, and many in the Jewish community, and thank God, many allies in New York City, gathered together in Central Park, where we gathered for 2 years straight every Sunday, and many times beyond that, to demand the release of the hostages, who, thank God, we've been able to bring home to be reunited with family, and it's not thank God in the same way, but with gratitude for the closure this offers their families and the honor it affords their bodies, to bring home the rest of the hostages for proper burial. Today is a day where we remember all of that, and memory is an obligation. It obligates. There's no question that it obligates. And this flow of time between Yom HaShoah v'Hagvura into this week, it obligates. And I'd like to offer, as a statement of memory and as a statement of serious text, a very famous poem written by perhaps the greatest Hebrew poet of all history, certainly since the founding of the state, Yehuda Amichai, of blessed memory, because he writes something that sounds just like Torah, and it sounds just like our hearts. I'll read it in the Hebrew because it deserves that precious dignity, and then I'll offer a translation. This is a very famous poem called Kol Hadorot Shlefanai, all the generations before me. Kol Hadorot Shlefanai tarmu oti, kim'a k'dei she'ukam kan b'Yerushalayim, bevat achat, כמו בית תפילה או מוסד צדקה, זה מחייב. שמי הוא שם תורמי, זה מחייב. אני מתקרב לגיל מות אבי, צבעתי מותלית בהרבה טלאים, אני צריך לשנות את חיי ואת מותי. יום יום כדי לקיים את כל הנבואות שניבאו אותי, שלא יהיו שקר. זה מחייב. עברתי את שנת ה-40. יש מישורות שבהן שלא יקבלו אותי בשלי כך. אילו הייתי באושוויץ לא היו שולחים אותי לעבוד, היו שורפים אותי מיד. זה מחייב. Roughly in English. All the generations before me, by Yehuda Amichai. All the generations before me donated me, bit by bit, so that I'd be built all at once, here in Jerusalem, like a house of prayer, or like a charitable institution. It obligates. My name is my donor's name. It obligates. I'm approaching the age of my father's death. My last will is patched with many patches. I have to change my life and my death daily to fulfill all the prophecies prophesied for me. So they're not lies. It obligates. I've passed 40. There are jobs I cannot get because of this. Were I in Auschwitz, they would not have sent me out to work, but gassed me straight away. It obligates. Amichai writes this poem from a place of deep vulnerability and awareness. We must be brave enough to enter that vulnerability and awareness again, because after all, Acharei Mot Kedoshim, after the death of our holy ones, those who have been martyred for the sake of our holy destiny, we must recognize that our names are our donors' names, and it obligates. We move forward through time, obligated, carrying on witness during these 7 days of rising again, of standing tall, of fulfilling the mandate to live forward through time as Jews and as a collective. Those of us in our community, the morning broadcast community, who are not Jewish, you honor us with your allyship, and it is a privilege to share Torah with you. What a gift it is to see life as rich and fulfilling, and your life and mine channeling forward the life force of those who fell. For our sakes, may there be less falling. May we have less souls that we must remember in this way, because we've come one step closer to peace. What a gift, friends. What a gift it is to read Hebrew as a living language that captures the ancient and moves it forward through time, and captures us and moves us forward through time too. May we soon see the day when no one has to fall in defense of human life, because it is more recognized universally as a right and a gift. May the memory of all those whose lives were lost, who gave of themselves in an ultimate way for the founding of the State of Israel, in defense of the State of Israel, and those who have been robbed from life through acts of terror, may their memories be for a blessing, and may we move through time obligated in their names. Send your hearts to the east, friends. Let's sing. Kolon balevav penima nefesh Yehudi homia ulefatei mizrach kadima ayin letzion tzofia od lo avda tikvateinu התקווה בת שנות 2000 להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. Am Yisrael Chai. See you tomorrow, my friends.